Alright, this is Jesse Santiago with FMA Pulse. I'm here with Mike Rubin. This episode is going to be talking about combining your HUBAD flow with boxing. So as the mitt holder, I'm going to set the pace. I could throw up with any mitt configuration, and his job is to react. Then I could test his defense through the HUBAD flow and make sure he practices his bobs, slips, weaves, and body covers. So we'll take the first part of mitt combos. So he's going to do a 3-beat combo. We'll go slow at first. We'll engage in the HUBAD. All right, make sure you practice all your transitions. Now with me, I'm going to throw up any 3-beat mitt configuration. So from here, I can block, then I go into any 3-hit combo, and then we go back to the HUBAD flow. All right, and from here, block, back to the HUBAD flow. I could go another mitt configuration from here, back to the HUBAD flow. Okay, so we'll get it from a different angle. And then from here, engage. So with me, as you progress, you can go faster, but I'm gonna go slow. So when I throw up a mitt configuration, he has to react. Here, back to HUBAD. Back to HUBAD. All right, so mitt holding for us, we learned it differently. Ours was more of a JKD, Dan Inosanto way of holding mitts, where you're using forward momentum of hitting the same mitts on that same pad, because they want that forward momentum as opposed to your traditional boxing, where this would be your jab and this is your cross. But in JKD training, this is double jab cross. All right, so if we switch positions again, we're going to go into me testing out his defense. So for beginners, we're going to engage in HUBAD. Let's say I'm teaching him how to weave. Okay, so from here, I'm gonna signal him. I'm going to tell him to weave, and he's going to weave. So from here, weave, weave, back to HUBAD. Then I'm going to tell him to slip. Here, slip, slip, back to HUBAD. Then I'm going to tell him to cover his body, because I'm going to attack his body area. So I could go cover, cover. Again, back to HUBAD. So covering the body, cover, cover, back to HUBAD. Same thing, I could tell him to cover his head. So from here, you know, cover, cover, back to HUBAD. All right. And as one progresses, then you start freestyling it. We're going to be like here, mitt combo. Weave, weave.
Do that one again.
All right. Again, weave, weave. Back to HUBAD. Or I could do a combo of mitt configuration and testing his defense. So I'm going to break the pattern here. 1, 2, 3, cover, cover, back to HUBAD. All right, so you as the mitt holder, you can pretty much set the pattern to this. But for basics, again, offense, then defense, and then me as the mitt holder, I could test both his offense and defense. So again, basics, back to HUBAD. I'm going to test his defense, slip, slip, back to HUBAD. And then combo, meaning I can go either mitt configuration, cover, cover, back to combo, back to HUBAD, or I can go cover, cover, then hit combo. All right, so play around with that. Make sure that you and your partner go slow at first. I know it requires a lot of coordination, but it's going to a preset pattern and then broken pattern. Okay? So, if you have any questions, drop it down in the comment box below. I'm Jesse Santiago with FMA Pulse. I'm here with Mike Rubin. We'll see you next week.